Tonight on Southwest Local News. Investigations continue into a stabbing in North Warrnambool with 3 people injured. Cyclists allegedly targeted on a popular training route with staples scattered on the road. The fate of Port Fairy's embattled Belfast Aquatic Centre decided at this month's council meeting. And in sport, a rooster becomes an eagle thanks to the mid-season draft in the AFL.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. I'm Sharna Rogers. Investigations are continuing into a stabbing in North Warrnambool yesterday, which led to 3 people being taken to hospital with lacerations. Police were called to an address in Peter Street, Warrnambool, about 1:20 p.m. after reports of a home invasion. Officers have been told a group of people attended the address and stabbed 2 men and assaulted a woman before leaving. Detectives are requesting anyone with CCTV of the incident to come forward to help with the investigation. Cyclists have been allegedly targeted on the Wangoom Road training circuit after dozens of staples were found scattered on the bike path along the popular route. According to a police spokesperson, it appears the staples were strategically placed on the roadside where cyclists frequently ride while training. Police are concerned that while the incident has already led to punctures, there is a real risk that punctures could lead to a more catastrophic event. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. The Moyne Shire Council has unanimously voted to decommission and remove the Port Fairy pool facility. Engineering advice revealed that the structure is in such poor condition that a safe or cost-effective repair is not feasible. Mayor Jordan Lockett acknowledged the community's deep disappointment, calling it a difficult but responsible decision. The tough final choice was made during this month's council meeting following extensive engineering reviews. Councillors resolved at the meeting to actively explore all viable options for what comes next. The council remains committed to exploring options for a future aquatic facility through continued community engagement.
It's a very difficult decision. It's actually the decision itself is quite clear, but the weight, as Councillor Foster said, in the room is massive. I've had my own kids' birthday parties there. I've met with Councillor Ryan about running for council there. I've met, people. I've rehabilitated my own shoulder in there. I've watched people rehabilitate their bodies and their minds in that service. What happens in there can happen again. How we do that, we have documents and strategic plans and, as Councillor Foster said, we need unity within our community to work together to be able to reimagine what's possible. We have geothermal in Port Fairy. There's a multitude of wonderful options and ideas, but as Councillor Murray and Councillor Foster have said, we see the blue fish and we hear you and we see you, and it is a very, very difficult time, but we have a financial responsibility to all our ratepayers, and that would be financial madness to try and repair that building, unfortunately.
Glenelg Shire Council adopted its first ever position statement aimed at strengthening Aboriginal inclusion at its monthly meeting last night. The framework covers land traditionally cared for the Gunditjmara, Jadajawali and Boandik peoples. Mayor Karen Stevens says the document commits the council to telling the Shire's history with truth and honesty. She emphasised that the practical goal is to embed truth and respect into everyday practice and council's decisions. The statement will guide future partnerships and the utilisation of public spaces across southwest Victoria.
We recognise that Portland holds a substantial moment in the history as the site of Victoria's first permanent European settlement. The Glenelg Shire region was also the site of profound frontier conflicts and dispossession experienced by Gunditjmara clan groups from sealers and whalers leading up to 1834 and subsequent settlers' arrivals beyond this date. These events have had lasting impacts that continue to be felt by Gunditjmara people today. As a council, we have a shared commitment to strengthen how the municipality acknowledges, interprets, and presents its history through expanding the use of signage, plaques, and public art as important tools to truth-telling.
Local healthcare provider Rad Health has received $25,000 as part of a $22,000 final payout from the recently disbanded East Warrnambool Football Netball Club. Rad Health Chief Executive Alistair Stevick says the funds will strengthen local health services, including free GP clinics and addiction support. The $22,000 total has been distributed among several local not-for-profits used by club members over the years. Other recipients include the Neil Porter Legacy, the Southwest Neonatal Unit, and the Warrnambool Historical Society, which also received the club's memorabilia. Formed in 1907, the historic sporting club officially wound up its operations at the end of 2025. The historic town of Casterton is gearing up for a massive June-long weekend with all eyes on the 2026 Australian Kelpie Muster, which celebrates its 30th year this year. While crowds will flock to local favourites like the Kelpie High Jump and the Stockman's Challenge, the real tension is building ahead of Sunday's working dog auction. There is a palpable buzz in the air this year, with organisers hoping a standout dog can finally shatter the long-standing 2021 world record of $35,200. Festival President Karen Stevens says the sheer quality of the working dogs nominated this year has expectations at an all-time high.
We've got another 62 prime working dogs lining up for the auction this year on the Sunday. But of course, we're busily also organising the Kelpie Festival for the main street on Saturday. So lots of fun to be had, and, there will be some celebrations. We've gone back to all of our founding members and all of our past presidents and committee members over the years, and auctioneers and all sorts of things. So we will have a celebration on the Saturday night, but always a good family-free event on Saturday, and then, of course, the auction on Sunday when we get down to the serious business. So whether we break our barrier of $35,200 for a working dog this year will remain to be seen, Liam, on Sunday afternoon after 3.
The Logan's Beach viewing platform is officially buzzing this week after the season's first southern right whales were spotted right off the Warrnambool coast. Local whale watchers braving the winter chill were treated to a spectacular show as the massive marine mammals settled into the shallow waters below. The highly anticipated arrival marks the start of the annual winter migration from sub-Antarctic waters into our corner of the southwest. With the bay serving as a vital nursery, residents and visitors are reminded to keep a respectful distance as the mothers prepare to give birth and nurse their calves over the coming months. Corangamite Shire Council has unveiled its draft 2026-2027 budget, maintaining stable community services despite a massive spike in fuel costs linked to conflict in the Middle East. The plan features a $19.05 million capital works program, locking in nearly $10 million to upgrade roads, alongside major funding for the Narrogid landfill and Terang Stadium. To balance the books, rates will rise by the state cap of 2.75%, while waste charges will increase by 6.67% due to the high levies and fuel pressures. The community has 2 weeks to review the document online at corangamite.vic.gov.au, with all public feedback due before 5 p.m. on Tuesday, June the 19th. Southwest residents are being urged to turn overlooked backyard olives into liquid gold as the annual Fruit Rescue Initiative returns this weekend. Organisers are aiming to collect more than a tonne of fruit to be processed into fresh community olive oil by the Grampians Olive Company. Locals can participate by harvesting their own trees, volunteering to pick or registering unused trees for others to harvest. Drop-off points will be open this Sunday afternoon at community hubs in Warrnambool, Koroit and Port Fairy. Finally, the Southwest Dairy Ladies Luncheon has announced its return for 2026 with a focus on celebrating the resilience and the leadership of women working in the agricultural sector. Organisers confirmed this morning that history-making jockey and national icon Michelle Payne will headline the event as the keynote speaker. Payne is expected to share insights into her career journey, drawing parallels between the grit required in elite racing with determination shown by regional dairy communities. The annual gathering serves as a major networking platform aimed at connecting local producers, industry professionals and regional advocates over a formal lunch. The committee reports strong early interest, with ticket allocations now open to the public through the official Southwest Dairy website. That's all for general news, and local sport will be up next with the latest weather details. This is Southwest Local News. Thank you for tuning in. Back soon.
We use the Ridley team, make a phone call, I get high quality advice. We tend to have 6 weekly visits from the team where we do a full farm walk and herd health check. They check in on production and the feeding rate. It's something I don't have to worry too much about because I'm always comfortable that they will have it under control. The feed that comes out of Ridley's fully confident every day of the year that it's high quality grain or pellets.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic on Raglan Parade is a caring, family-run clinic offering exceptional care at affordable prices. We're the only clinic in Warrnambool dedicated to small animals: paws, feathers, scales and fins. For over 40 years, our family tradition has been our commitment to your pet's wellbeing. With a purpose-built facility and the latest technology, we provide gold standard care. From community desexing days to special offers each month, experience the difference at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
Through the race and out onto the arena, here is the toss. Tom gets the first possession, quick pass to Brett, drops the sitter, play on down the corridor, a cracking effort by Sam. Down the line to Tim with a sizzler, a turnover from Michael. Rachel gets it back, a chip kick to Charlotte, shakes off a tackle, back down the line to Sam, stacks on the mill, but he gets it out to Brett, he spins and bags a goal. Kerman's Hamburgers for the win, a fan favourite since '49.
At ASAP Local Plumbing, we know that when it comes to your home or business, you need a team that gets the job done right the first time. From expert hot water system installations to full septic tank and drainage solutions, we handle the heavy lifting so you don't have to. We're your go-to, trusted professionals for water quality and filtration. Get in touch today to book a quote or visit our website. ASAP Local Plumbing, your local plumbing experts.
Tonight's Sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back. Time to take a look at some sport news now. First in AFL, former South Warrnambool product Marcus Herbert is officially heading to the AFL after being picked up by the West Coast Eagles. The 23-year-old utility was taken by the club with pick 13 during Tuesday night's mid-season rookie draft. The selection rewards a stellar run of form for Herbert, who won Geelong's VFL Best and Fairest last year and has been averaging over 27 disposals this season. Eagles recruiters noted they were won over by the defender midfielder's composure under pressure and clean ball skills. The versatile Hampton League graduate is expected to arrive in Perth this week to link up with his new West Coast teammates. In Speedway, the stakes just got a whole lot higher on the clay at SunGold Stadium. Premier Speedway has officially announced that the 2026 edition of Max's race will feature a massive $20,000 prize pool. The annual December blockbuster honours Warrnambool's own sprint car legend Max Dumsney, and this year's cash injection is locked in to draw the biggest names in the business. Expect a star-studded field of drivers to push their limits on the high banks for a shot at the ultimate payday and ultimate bragging rights. The Allensford Football Netball Club is gearing up for a massive weekend as they play host to rival Old Collegians for the annual Heart Kids Shield. The high-stakes clash comes at a perfect time for Allensford senior football side, who are riding a wave of momentum after an undefeated start to their 2026 campaign. The home side's dominant form was on full display just last week in round 7, where they dismantled Panmure by a staggering 141 points, winning 187-46. Old Collegians will face the ultimate test, trying to halt a firing Almsford attack that has cleared margins of 68, 69 and 29 points over their last month of football. Beyond the crucial premiership points on the line, both local communities are expected to turn out in droves to support and raise vital funds for the Heart Kids Foundation. Finally, regional Victoria's biggest indoor pickleball showdown is coming to Warrnambool Stadium next month. The 2026 Hustle Warrnambool Pickleball Open will run over the King's birthday long weekend from June the 5th to June the 8th. A massive field of 527 registered players will battle it out across 22 indoor courts in singles, doubles and mixed divisions. As a designated Tier 2 event, the tournament offers competitors a crucial opportunity to secure Australian ranking points. Additionally, the High Energy Showdown has been selected by Pickleball Victoria as an official leg of the prestigious season-long Victorian Rally Series. That's all in sport. Warrnambool reached a top of 19 today, but there are showers on the way, and when we come back, I'll return with the full 3-day forecast. Back soon.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest, and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
Hi, Ben Cunnington here. When it comes to looking after my property, there's one place I trust, Bell's Garden Centre. They stock ride-on mowers from Ferris, Ariens and Country Clipper, plus small power equipment from Victor, Super Swift, Echo, Shindaiwa and Greenworks. With over 60 years combined servicing experience, they'll keep your gear running right. And it's not just machinery. Bells have everything for your garden, from giftware and pots to bird baths and concrete features. They even deliver anywhere across the southwest. So if you want the best for your yard, head to Bell's Garden Centre. They've got you covered.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential, whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
G'day, Jeff Cook here at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool. We're more than just tyres. Our team not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool has all the leading brands of tyres, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG. Plus we also offer a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with us at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for your mechanical needs. We are more than just tyres at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool, Raglan Parade.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Around the southwest, partly cloudy for the days ahead with a chance of morning fog with light winds, and Friday morning expecting a foggy start around the Mortlake and Camperdown area. Fairly cold throughout Thursday, and around the state on Friday, temperatures are dropping as well. Now to the forecast. Over in Port Fairy tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with a chance of fog in the morning and light winds. For Friday, a top of 16 degrees with north to northwesterly winds for a chance of morning fog. As for Saturday, partly cloudy conditions and a very high chance of showers with overnight temperatures falling to 8. Over in Mortlake tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with a top of 16 degrees and a chance of morning fog. On Friday, a cloudy day with a top of 15 and light winds throughout most of the day and approaching from the north. And 16 degrees for Saturday with only 4 millimetres to fall in the morning. In the Colac and Camperdown region tomorrow, a partly cloudy day with a top of 16 degrees. On Friday morning, fog does approach with a top of 15 degrees and only 1 millimetre to fall. Saturday topping at 16 degrees with only 5 millimetres and light winds. Shifting on along the coast and around the region, tomorrow a partly cloudy day, topping at 16 degrees and a chance of morning fog in Port Campbell. On Friday, north to northwesterly winds about, with temperatures falling to 6. On the weekend, a top of 16 with a partly cloudy day and northwesterly winds, with overnight temperatures dropping to 8. And in Warrnambool, a partly cloudy day tomorrow, most likely at night, paired with light winds. A shower throughout Friday with a top of 15 degrees, and as for Saturday, topping at 16 with up to 9 millimetres on the way. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand at southwestlocalnews.com.au. Until Friday, with peace, good night.